Hey guys, and welcome back to Battlefront updates and some more details regarding Star Wars Battlefront 2. First of all, I've got a couple of responses from Peter, one of the level designers on Battlefront 2, who has recently become quite active on Reddit, responding to a bunch of questions there. First of all, he joined a discussion regarding the seasons for Battlefront 2 and if they would be similar to Battlefield 1. And he responded saying, it won't be the same as Battlefield 1 for sure. There will be much more but smaller content updates, etc. Hopefully it will feel like there's more stuff going on a regular basis rather than waiting months for another huge content drop. And I think this is exactly what many of us want. Something to do on a monthly or potentially even weekly basis. It can be one new gun, one new hero, one new map, one new quest, and anything that gets the community going and gives you a reason to get back onto the game other than just playing the stuff you've played before over and over. And I know that Battlefield 1 in particular has had very long between the DLCs, so I'm glad to hear that it won't be similar to that. I'm sure we will sometimes have a bigger drop, like the Last Jedi season might drop 2 maps and the 2 heroes on the same day, but then they might roll out some other stuff over a specific time. But nevertheless, I just think it's good that we get consistent content drops now, and of course that they are all free. I think that is gonna do so much to keep this game alive and make sure that the community doesn't get split and the player base doesn't die down. And moving on, he responded regarding heroes versus villains and confirmed that you will indeed be able to respawn as a hero, which I think is really good. Because as you know, in the last game, if you die, you respawn as infantry instead, which was kind of boring to be honest. And Hero Blast, the game mode that never officially was released, but that I've played through mods, sounds a little bit more similar, because that's a game mode where you do indeed respawn when you die. So maybe Heroes vs Villains is going to be similar to that, but perhaps with an objective, or the fact that you can actually switch heroes, which you couldn't do in Hero Blast. I think that's quite likely considering that we have 14 heroes, but only 8 will be in every match since it's 4 versus 4. So I don't see any reason to why you wouldn't be able to switch heroes between deaths, as long as you don't pick the same hero as someone else has, because I don't think Disney would be happy seeing 2 of the same character in an official game mode. And lastly, I wanted to talk a little bit about the arcade mode, because PlayStation posted an article giving us details on both how the arcade mode will be in the beta, but also at the full launch. So in the beta you will have 2 options, either a 10-on-10 team battle with AI allies and enemies, or a hero versus many scenario where you will take control of Darth Maul and fight against legions of foes on Naboo. So both of these versions will be on the Theed map, but the full version will be available in all 3 eras and probably on a lot more maps. And in the full release you will also be able to bring your star cards, weapons and unlocked abilities from multiplayer with you into the arcade. And you can test your own hero and class builds against AI and test out new strategies before you try them online. And as I mentioned before, on consoles you can also do it split screen with or against a friend. You'll also be able to get rewards for playing in the arcade in the full game, such as getting in-game credits that you can use to unlock crates that will then get you new star cards and so on. And there's apparently going to be some type of series of challenges, so you will always have a new goal to strive for and new bonuses to earn. I'm hoping it's gonna be something maybe daily or weekly, so you can't just complete them all and then you're done with it basically. You will also be able to change the difficulty of the AI, choose which trooper classes the AI will use, and play like pre-chosen battle scenarios as they're called, which seems to be specially orchestrated arcade matches. So I'm assuming they will probably tell you, okay, you're playing as this character against these enemies at this difficulty on this map, and you can just play that specific battle scenario instead of tweaking it like you can in the normal arcade mode. And lastly, I also wanted to mention that it seems like you will not be able to preload the beta for Battlefront 2 as confirmed on the forum, so I would recommend that as soon as the beta launches at 8 AM UTC on October 4th, you should probably start the download, especially if you have some slow internet. But I have pretty quick internet, so I will download that in probably around 15 minutes because it's 15 gigabytes in size, and then I will start streaming right away, even if it's really early in the morning. But that should be all the details for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, may the Force be with you.